Hey guys, doing a quick installation video on the retrofit source HID kit from Morimoto. I'm using the 5500K HID bulbs. I've been on the GM Trucks website, got a lot of help from the other guys. Installation process took about maybe 2 hours. Just trying to get the proper routing for the cables. Since I already did the install of my HID kit, it's gonna be a bit hard for you guys to see what's going on under the hood. This is another kit, but it's pretty much the same stuff going on. So on the left here we have the capacitor link, your relay harness, your connectors for the HID bulbs, your ballast, and your bulb. Just doing an additional clip here. I already installed my HID kit in the 2015 Silverado, and it might be a bit hard for you guys to see exactly what's going on under the hood. So just want to clarify some stuff. Your HD relay kit, your ballast, HID bulb, I decided to go with the 5500K, capacitor link, and your HID bulb harness. Okay, so first things first, identify your positive and your negative battery terminals. Okay, it's pretty self-explanatory. Positive goes on the positive cable, negative on a negative terminal. By the way, the positive one also carries a little fuse. You can see that. Okay. Also have two connectors here for the ballast and your OEM input source. For the purpose of this video, I don't really need this portion here. I'm going to disconnect it. Okay, what you want to do with the OEM input, going to take your capacitor link, you're going to connect this end here, and the other end you're going to take your HID bulb harness. I'm going to use this end, connect it here, and these two are what goes to your igniters. Okay, I don't have any igniters here, but these two are what you're going to use for those. Next step is to connect the portion labeled ballast. I'm going to connect that here. Okay, a couple things with the HID bulb harness. Remember I said that these two go to your igniter. This one is for your HID bulb. You really can't get it mixed up. It only goes in one way. I'm using the H11B bulb for the Silverado. And you also have these two pins that are not connected to any connector. The reason for this is because they don't want you to get your polarity mixed up. So when you have that sorted out, that's when you'll take this extra plug that comes in the kit and make sure you connect them the proper way. These are what is going to be connected to your OEM stock connector for the bulb. Once you got this on, you just hook it up to your OEM stock output, and that will be your live source feed from your truck. Okay guys, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you lay out all the components of the HID kit, which includes the ballast, the harness, the relay harness I should say, the bulbs, and it's optional for the capacitor link, which I got. First thing you want to do is remove all these retainer clips. I went ahead and just popped them up to save some time. Okay guys, as mentioned on the forums, gmtrucks.com, it's best for you guys to lay out your kit and do a test fire just to make sure that everything is working, because the last thing you want to do is run all your wires, get them tied up permanently, and get to find out that you might have a bad part or a bad bulb. So just make sure that you test fire your kit, and then you can go ahead and run your wires. So what I did here, I tapped into the negative cable here. You might see two wires, but that's one for the headlights and also one for the fog lights. I got the power source from here. There's a bolt under here. That's also for my fog and the headlight. I ran the harnesses down this side, and my relay, HD relay harness, sits under the airbox on the bracket. So if I lift up the airbox, you can't really see the HD harness. You would have to go under the truck to see it. Some guys on the forums try and bolt it here. I tried that, but the wire wasn't long enough for me on this end. But where it's at right now, it's okay. I mounted my passenger side ballast here. Pretty snug fit here. As far as the ballast mounting position goes, the easiest place for me to mount it was right here in front of the airbox. Have pretty fair amount room there to get it mounted. Have one screw here at the top and another one here at the bottom that you can't really see well. My capacitor link, I just put a little bit of 3M tape up under here. The wires run all the way across here. This I want to get repositioned. I'm going to run it under instead of having it over, just so it doesn't get pinched, and into the driver's side ballast. Okay, the next step I did was to make sure that I drilled a hole in the dust cap. I don't remember exactly what size bit I use, but you just want to drill a hole in the center to make sure that you can pass through the harness, and you would then route it to your igniter here. I don't know if you guys can see that, and then connect it to your ballast. I also have 3M tape behind this just to get rid of any vibrations, and it's also screwed down here and on the other side as well. Just to mention also, to access the passenger side headlight, you have to remove the airbox. That is why earlier I mentioned that you want to make sure that you test fire your kit to make sure that it's working. The last thing you want to do is get everything bolted back up and get to find out that you don't have something properly set up. You have to take out the airbox again and put it back in. Alright, just to do a quick overview of the installation. So that's where you get your negative source from, your 12 volt source. You run your harness all the way down here. This leads to your HD relay harness, and in return that HD relay harness goes to your capacitor link, which runs all the way over and goes to your ballast. From your ballast it goes to your igniters to your bulb. And just a final note, you guys also want to make sure that those HID bulbs that you install, the little rod, there's a white or brown rod I believe, that needs to be at the 6 o'clock position in order to get a proper output. I had it twisted on one side and it really showed the difference, so I corrected that, and then everything seems to be okay. You can also go on the retrofit source. They have a great guide there on the installation with a diagram of the truck to make things easier for you. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys find this useful and to make your install a little bit easier. Thanks.